Back in 2022, I was bullied by three Muslim girls in school. They always came up to me and asked me, "Do you support LGBTQ?" And not knowing the whole thing behind it yet, I naively said, "Yes, I do." They always came up to me. I felt really pressured whenever they went up to me. I almost got sweaty. I started breathing quickly. I tried to avoid them, not taking certain hallways that I knew they were going to, just so I wouldn't have to see them. They clearly thought I'm gay. But then, in 2023, finally I got onto a trip. I hadn't had any romance with girls before that, but this time, it's like the Youth Academy. Maybe you've heard me talk about this before already. But it's basically like this university ground with multiple housings where the girls and the boys live in separate rooms. And you have one course together that you will share with the people. In 2023, I got into arts. I was one of two boys in that course. But I finally managed to get into the. I finally managed to feel like I was important to some girls there. So there were girls 1 year older than me, which on one evening would invite me over to their rooms to eat pizza with them. I thought one of the girls was really attractive. She had like ginger hair and some sprinkles on her face. But on the second day that I went into their room in the evening, that they'd scroll on their phone like total degens actually. I talked to them about which people in school I liked and how I couldn't trust some friends back then because they had told other people about whom I liked. In German, I phrased it in masculine. So the girls asked me, "Oh, so they were telling the other people around about which guys you like?" I said, "No, not guys. Did you think I'm gay?" They put their faces up from their phones and stare at me blankly. So this video is about how to be perceived as less gay, which sounds quite funny, but it's actually a problem. It might be a problem for you. It has been for me. So the biggest thing that keeps you perceived as being gay is feminine patterns in speech and body language. That means you might have a pretty high voice because you don't lower it. You don't yet think that a lower voice is important, but let me tell you, bro. The voice which you will use to talk to people says so much about you. So let's go through a few exercises to make people respect you more, to let people show you that you do not feel like a girl, but actually a young guy. So the first exercise I want you to do is speak a couple of sentences right now. I am going to my house. And always end in a lowercase. I am going to my house. I am watching a video right now. This video is by Friedrich. Yeah. And now also do questions like that. What is your name? What have you eaten today? Like that. See, if you go down at the end, it creates a more authoritative figure, a more authoritative speech for yourself, which seems more confident to other people. It just signals that. Now that's one really important thing. Another thing you might try if you struggle with having a low voice is that you breathe out and speak. That means if you need to breathe in, don't speak because your voice will automatically be higher. Meaning you will want to breathe out, then you can speak. Not while you breathe in. Try this a couple of times. And then we'll move on to the next point. The body language. So the body language is pretty damn clear. You know chimpanzees, right? The little apes, which have the groups with the alpha and the whole following. The following will always look up to the alpha. The alpha is the only one. The second main topic, which I want to talk to you about, is emotions. So there's a big fucking psyop going on right now, and has been that with feminism, for example, that men can be in tune with their emotions. But honestly, this will hurt you more than you realize. Like, as a young guy, you might actually benefit from being the rock that nothing can disturb you, like the Stoicism. But Stoicism isn't that appropriate to many people because they feel, oh, it's toxic. We just suppress ourselves. No. Like, what do you think will happen if young guys were just following their emotions? If you just followed your emotions, you'd be playing video games all day. You'd be following pleasure and then feeling bad about yourself and then looking down onto other people and then just spiral down for no reason. That's emotions, right? They are not predictable. Emotions are more for the girls, for the wild storm. You yourself want to be the rock. So don't listen to any fuckers which try to make you more emotional. No, be the rock. Like, of course, if you're alone and you really need to cry, if you care less about the other opinions of people, which you still say, yeah, I don't care about the other people's opinions, right? But you somewhat do if you're watching this video. If they perceive you as gay, you want to be less gay. Which, well, is good for you to grow and get attraction from girls and from guys the respect. But still, it's not quite true. You care about people's opinions. I do. Everybody does. But it's important to what extent you actually value them. Like, there's some stupid people out there which will throw whatever at you. You can't do anything right because people will find some morals or whatever just to keep you down. But most of the time, these people are pretty damn unhappy, pretty damn miserable. So you couldn't listen to them. Like, do you think the girls back then which bullied me, do you think they wanted? Do you think they just wanted to entertain themselves? Or do you think there was some, I need to be better than this guy? And they just had a vulnerable fucking bitch like me. Yeah, I was vulnerable because I didn't have any friends back then. Okay, so they had entertainment through me. Okay, so still, I bet right now, I bet these girls are smoking some cigarettes in their fucking work, school, and their lives are miserable. They have a boyfriend which ignores them the whole day. They aren't happy. They have a dad which shows them no attention. They don't go out. Now, the biggest thing you can do, of course, against bullies is like see that they are they are at fault, but they have their reasons behind. Now, the reason this is also important is that the emotions that you show them. If you get angry or sad or something, that's pretty damn feminine. And I want to clarify here. Girls are not bad. I'm not hating against girls, but young guys and girls are just different. There may be people commenting right now or giving a dislike for some damn reason because their ego has been fractured, but it's just like that. And I promise to you, if you want to be the emotional kind of guy, like, there is polar opposites. Like, the ultimate feminine girl has feminine qualities, is very emotional. Then the ultimate guy is kind of the gorilla rock. Now let's come back onto the showing no negative emotions to people. Like, if you're happy, you should be the happy rock, right? You should be radiating this positive energy which you can give to the world. You will feel so much better if you do that. Most people are actually not happy. I truly believe that. Because they don't give much to the world. They don't feel as though they have deserved a spot in the world. There also was this 100 kilogram guy in my class. He said that I had too many girls in my phone contacts to be a straight guy because I had so many female friends. Looking back, yeah, probably. I did not have so many boyfriends, but I actually spent more time with girls. And because I did that, I went more towards the feminine direction, like the emotional feminine core for myself, which I didn't know anything about yet. But this was like a pretty self-deprecating phase for me because I was getting away. So you might want to spend more time with boys, to actually get the challenge thriving in yourself, to be excited, to have the motivation to do things, not just stay in bed like most girls in your class do. Man, we've really gotten to times. In the video description, there's a link for us two to have a face-to-face call. That's totally free, and there's no hooks attached. So if you're interested, give it a go. Subscribe.